everyone. Welcome to Tales of Initiative. I am so glad you are here today. We are all so glad. It's not just me. We are all so glad. At least I'd like to think we are. Are we all glad? Maybe Haley's not. She's just really passive and doesn't care about any of you, but the rest of us do.
Vicious.
Wow,
I love you,
we're
Haley.
coming out
Hi.
swinging.
Rewatch and see that I was the first one waving.
You know what? I see right here, and you were the first one to put a message in that says hello. So I recap that. I was the second one that posted everything, so everybody else is behind Haley and I. So the rest of them just don't care as much about you as Haley and I do. I guess I stand. Okay, now Conlon has joined the caring about everyone. So hey, welcome though. I'm so glad you're here. This is episode 40 something too. 42. So yeah, we're really excited. We are getting ready to come to Haley's one shot in just a few weeks. So be on the lookout for wild story that's going to be more of the history of Vengalia coming through. That will be on November 30th. So in 3 weeks.
Wait.
I'm really looking forward
Yeah,
to it.
that's soon.
Yeah,
soon.
it's very soon, Haley. It's right around the corner.
Cool. I know
do
what we're
not-
doing today.
We're about to play Dungeons and Dragons, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And then afterwards,
D&D theme day.
D&D theme. All right. Don't forget, guys, to check out our amazing sponsors: Level 1 Gamers, Day 20, Fernway, TA Maps, Emberwind, the Castle. No, not the Castle. What's the darn it?
Buried Without Ceremony.
Buried Without Ceremony. I was like, I know the name. It's right there. Gosh, just
We
check
do
it
love
out.
Buried
entire
Without Ceremony.
interpretive ad dance from Matt sometime. Just
Yeah.
Matt doing an interpretive dance to all the ads.
Okay, that's the next ad spot. Matt doing interpretive dance. What would?
Is that the right?
There it is. Okay, we're all sitting here like watching the camera. Is this right? You did it? Okay, you guys are amazing. So be sure links to our sponsors will be right there in chat. So that way you guys can click on those. There are discounts galore. Fernway makes amazing dice and has been the sponsor for our giveaways, and we are coming up on the winter solstice giveaway sooner rather than later at this point, so you will want to be here for that. So far we've done a summer solstice and a fall equinox, so I'm really excited to see what the winter solstice dice are going to look like. What else? We have some amazing streams, so make sure you are keeping up on all our streams, as well as just showing your love. Check out our Discord if you have not joined. We would love to have you come hang out with us in Discord and chat. We start our fans young, and so if you can't, we just don't give them the shiny math rocks until maybe that chonky boy you just got though. That chonky boy, the baby can play with that one. Just knock the baby out.
I didn't throw it. That was complete mimicry.
Mimicry.
Memory.
Anyway,
Don't be a mimic.
we are really excited to be here, and we are glad you are here. Am I missing anything? Anybody? No. Okay. I think we're good to go. We don't have a set ad spot this time, so we're good to just jump right into this week's episode, right?
Yes.
Fire away.
Then let's do it, guys. Let's get your bathroom snacks. No, those are after the break. Just get your regular snacks. Get a drink, get a beverage, get a snack, and let us head to the sunset over Vengalia. When last we left off, the heroes had started their day a bit later than normal due to some heavy drinking the night before, including some goat's piss, which all of you drank like champs. You all were heroes of the bar for the night. And then you guys engaged in some orc's blood shots to see how long you could stay up. Most of you did not last very long, but it was fun. Nemea, however, was unable to sleep very well after woken by a nightmare. So she watches the sunrise while keeping watch over the rest of the group. And remember, Nemea, you do still have a point of exhaustion. Void wakes and finds themselves distressed over the fact that they returned to the room under a different face than the one they checked in with, and attempts to remedy things by going out the window and coming back into the inn as the Duke. They explained to the group that due to some indiscretions that they had committed the last time they were in Saison, that Dominic Godfroy, the general of the Saison armies and member of the council, might be on the lookout for a changeling, and Void wanted to avoid being on their radar. Nemea slips out to go check on where she left Alicia Kendrick at the other inn where they had done their drinking, the Icky Wall. And Nemea, let's just say she's not as interested in Alicia as Alicia is in her. She gives Alicia some rot root to help with the hangover, recaps that, hey, nothing happened last night, unlike the night before. Alicia gets flustered, tries to see if she might be able to spend more time with Nemea, but Nemea brushes her off, telling her she's got a pretty busy day. But if the council summons them again, they might see each other, and then leaves before Alicia can make another attempt. Back at the inn, Quoras has some more discussions with Void and Edie about disguises and ways to hide his appearance, including costumes, makeup, and hiding eulogy in the bag of holding. But then they realize that everybody needs to get fit for clothing, and Quoras is still essentially just wearing the tunic and trousers that he got from the spa, and desperately needs to get something else. The group heads back to hanging by a thread to get fitted properly, pay for their new outfits. While there, Edie goes to those Buns Dough to get a refill on her chocolate and sees Dima working there. Dima is the owner of those Buns Dough. While she is waiting for her chocolate, Edie sees a small girl come up to the counter to talk to Dima, and it is revealed to be her daughter, Vera. She's holding a doll that looks just like Elora, but doesn't have the heart mark on her cheek. They tell Edie that... Ellie. My bad. Billy, but doesn't have the heart mark on her cheek. They tell Edie that she got the doll at a toy store in Ramp Row, but they don't remember if they paid for it or if it was given to them. Quoras goes to Vestiges of the Past, which is a retro clothing store where he buys a jumpsuit that had been sold to the store by a circus performer. It was green, like skin tightish, but had sequined eagle going down the back. Think like an Elvis-style jumpsuit, like in the later years, as far as how it fits. Not that Quoras looks like Elvis in his later years. Quoras probably looks more like Brendan Urie or something at this point, but with muscles.
Maybe Elvis after he's been in the grave for a bit. One of the
After getting properly fit for clothing and paying half the cost, the party heads to Ramp Row to look into the toy store. They find a young child that the store is called the Glowing Kite, and they get directions. On the way there, the party notices that the streets are empty and silent. And then they hear the sound of heavy footsteps approaching. A humanoid shape steps into view with no face, an arm that looks like a bladed sword, another arm that looks like a normal fist or a normal hand. It's wearing a loincloth, and they notice shackles on its legs. It opens its face and shoots a blast of fire at the group, and combat ensues. Eventually, they are able to defeat it, but everyone is left hurt and bloodied for the most part. And that is where we will pick up today. You are all just... Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, not Viggs. Void is immediately rushing towards the spot where the creature was to because you said it disappeared. So I'm just running
it kind of sucked in on itself. Yeah, kind of like did an implosion.
Yeah, I'm rushing in to examine that and see if there's any remains or any clues as to what it was.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I think a 15. Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure 15. Yes.
Okay. When you get to the spot, all you see is like a scorch mark from an extremely hot flame. Not like somebody dropped a torch, but like a flame that was hotter than regular fire would be where it was left. As you saw, it expanded, but then kind of sucked in on itself.
And no other pieces left of it, just the scorch marks?
Just the scorch marks.
Is everyone okay? So immediately looking at like Nemea and Edie.
No.
He's
Like
And he's like,
coughs up
"Yeah."
blood.
I'm alright, I think. Edie's not okay. You can see it.
Maya's hand's like burnt to a crisp.
I don't have a ton of magic, but I'll quickly tap Edie on the shoulder and 7 hit points for cure wounds,
Thank you.
and then do the same for Nemea. Amped up a little bit. Not much. 9 for you.
I'll take it. What the hell was that?
Hardly anything worked on it.
Anything that needed to hit it needed to be magic, that's for sure. My arrows just like clinked off of it. I know I rolled a check like mid-combat at the start to see if I knew anything about it. After having seen more of its behavior and interacting with it more, would I be able to roll another check, or am I SOL?
You can do. I'll give you like a history check.
While Void is investigating, Quoras is walking around and just sort of he's like a little piece of white cloth that he's rolled up and is casting a spell, and Nemea and Edie get 5 hit points and then +5 to their max as I cast Aid.
Nice.
Nice.
You can keep that for 8 hours.
Of course, you're all right,
Thank you.
right?
I've been better. It's a bit banged up, but be all right.
Okay. You could see that as Void's thinking, their eyes like light up with a little bit of like a purple ring around the green iris. I'm actually shifting my judgment over to judgment of, what is this called? Clarity. To
Okay.
give me a little bit of a gives me my bonus on int and wisdom checks, and that is a total of 21 for history.
Okay. You've never seen this creature before. You don't know anything about this creature specifically. It does trigger memories of you know of a certain person who in the past has worked with construct type things before, but is this beyond them? You're not sure. But it does trigger some like ticklings in your memory of somebody that you know.
Is that someone from my hometown?
It is.
Tinkerer or the person?
Person.
Okay. Void gets like noticeably concerned. This is unusual. We should probably just move on. Follow up with any details later. If we're all okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Lead the way. And Nemea is still nursing her hand. Just rubbing it and
I'm gonna give Quoras a tap on the shoulder, and you get 8 hit points.
Nemea, here. And Quoras will grab her hand and use healing hands. You
They're
get
just standing around healing each other. I love it.
9 points of healing. Well, it's because we all have low level healing
Yeah.
stuff. We
No,
don't
I
have
love
any
it. I love it.
Great ways of. Nobody has like here heal for 30 points.
Yeah, we don't have like a mass or a prayer, so it's just like, oh, boop, boop, boop.
Not yet.
How
not
much was
yet.
that?
Everybody just awkwardly giving each other 9.
9.
Everybody
Thank
just
you.
awkwardly giving each other back rubs as they cast
Yeah.
healing spells. You're gonna be all right.
Thank you. Edie, you
Of
still have
course.
that potion?
Yeah, do you want it?
No, I was saying you should take it if you need it.
I don't want to waste it.
I can make more.
All right. And I'll take it. What is the dice again?
It's
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. It's a standard potion.
I still have one too, so I'll hold on to that one in case we need it.
I have a few as well, and just a
6.
little bit more magic left. I'll save that just in case something else pops up out of nowhere. Why are there not usually guards in Ramp Row? This feels weird for something like just to pop in.
Oh yeah, have people started filtering back through at all, or is it?
Make a perception check.
23.
12.
I'm not looking around.
So you don't see anybody coming out to the streets yet. It's literally just been a moment or two since the combat finished. Quoras, with that, you do notice that there are people like kind of peeking out behind curtains and like up over ledges from windows and stuff above.
Interesting. Suppose everyone here knew what was coming before we did.
Is it usual for them not
Yeah.
to warn?
Is
People?
it a weird time of day? No.
No, it's afternoon.
People are cautious in Ramp Row. It's not uncommon to have.
Maybe it's been walking around for a little while. Do you think?
Could be.
We also clearly don't belong here. They would know that, I think. Any local.
Mm.
I'm gonna put my cloak back on and put up. Actually, I'm gonna leave the hood down, but just put the cloak on over my wings.
The threat seems to be gone for now. We should probably just keep moving.
Yeah. Let's keep going.
Who said we were close, Chorus?
Should be, yeah.
Lead the way.
Void messes with the weapon a little bit and like unclicks it and just they already know, but they just verify that it's empty and just sort of sigh, click it back, and put it under their holster.
You follow the rest of the directions headed to the toy store, and you do see indeed that it is just another couple streets up. And so as you approach, you see that the Glowing Kite, it is it's basically the bottom floor of an apartment complex, and from the outside it appears very modest. The windows are lit. In the window you see like a small rocking horse, and then there's a little train that seems to be going around the track around the rocking horse, around the base of it. You guys going inside?
Yeah.
Oh, you coming? And she's holding Ellie right now. Holding her hand in her.
Yeah, we'll go in.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Has it been more than 10 minutes? Since the
It's
fight?
since the fight, probably yes.
Okay. My judgment is gone. Womp womp.
You guys head into the store. Inside, there are several small displays featuring different kinds of toys. There are balls, dolls, circular discs made of thin wood, tops, and a few other odds and ends like toy soldiers, blocks, things of that nature. You even see some like teddy bears and things on displays. Behind the counter, you see a half-elven woman with white hair, but it's like just this bright, like vibrant white. She looks like that the white is more of a result of just color. That's just like her natural color, rather than anything having to do with age. And she's wearing a purple dress and has bright green eyes. And sorry, the token I put in there is not relevant to actually what she looks like. I just wanted to have a token there for you. And she has bright green eyes that just shine with excitement, and she sees you, and she's like, "Welcome in. I've not seen you before. I'm Quelenna, and you are?"
I'm Edie.
And you guys can go ahead and pull up
my
the map
friends.
now if you'd like.
You said Quelenna?
Quelenna, yes. And I will put the spelling in group chat so you guys can see it. Edie, you said it's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. I was just wanting to have a look around, I think.
Edie seems like a bit nervous now.
All right. Feel free to navigate around the store as you're walking here.
I don't know what to ask. Are there any dolls on any of the shelves?
You do see some standard-looking dolls wearing like dresses, kind of like rag dolls. They've got like yarn hair and like patchwork dresses and things like that. You don't see any of the dolls that you're specifically looking for, but you do hear every time you take a step, like your bells jingling, and they appear to be brighter and more vibrant. None of the rest of you hear that.
Oh.
I do a little bit of a twirl in the room.
It sounds like, to the rest of you, just like her bells, like normal. To you, it sounds like bright silvery bells, like making like a. Have you seen like those rain sticks where like you turn them and like it's kind of like that, but this bright silvery, joyful ting-ling-ling-ling-ling.
Isn't that pretty? And she's just is gonna swish.
Quelenna, was it?
Yes, my name is Quelenna.
I heard that you could get maybe a doll like this one here.
And she points down to Ellie.
Oh, you've been here before then. I'm sorry. You must have been here under the old owner.
I have never been here before.
No?
No. First time in this city, first time in this store.
Where did you get your doll from?
I found her.
Oh, maybe a child lost hers. Where did you find her?
In a forest not far from home, in the Feywild.
When you mentioned the Feywild, just well, that probably rules out a child losing it then. Most unusual. Make a perception check, Edie, and I will say with advantage.
I was gonna ask. Void would be like idly looking at the shelves, but is ever since the I've never seen you before is basically just like active insight checking this woman and Edie.
Okay, you can insight check, yeah, absolutely.
What check was that again?
Perception check, and I'll say with advantage.
23 on insight.
She has no recollection of ever having met any of you.
Okay.
16.
You see behind the woman a curtain that appears to be showing, blocking off like a back room area that looks. You didn't see it when you first walked in.
Oh.
And none of the rest of you see it. Did you see something?
No.
Oh, okay. Wood. You have the doll.
Wait. Are you talking about behind you?
Well, yes, of course. Not everyone can see it.
See the door? The
Yes.
curtain.
Mm-hmm.
Can I go in there?
Well,
What curtain?
oh, the curtain behind me, of course.
Yeah, the curtain right there, Void.
There's nothing there.
Can I walk over to the spot where the curtain would be and like?
Yeah. Yeah. You walk over and you hit a wooden wall.
Wooden wall.
I can't, Void. And what happens if I give you Ellie? Take care of her. And I release her, but only by inches.
Yeah.
You hold in your hand a doll that is well loved, covered in sticky sweets and dirt and mud and probably tears and kisses and everything that's happened. And you don't see anything different right now.
I have a feeling this is sort of like attunement. It is. This isn't. I don't own this doll. This doll hasn't chosen me. It's chosen you. And Void just holds the doll back.
Grab her back and I wrap her up in a sticky hug.
You also see like different kinds of toys around. There's like the stick and wheel kind of thing, or stick and hoop. Any kind of old timey toy. There's like Jack in the Box type toys. Yeah.
Is there? Sorry. As I turn around and just like moving to peruse, are there books in here? Like they're on the map?
There are. Yeah.
Okay. Void's gonna look for like a fun like introductory reading book.
Okay.
But is also going to cast message and like whisper into the ring to Edie. This sounds very fun and very interesting. Just be careful. It's not always safe to go where others can't follow you.
Wait, I can go?
I assume you can.
Can I detect portal? Just using my class feature.
You can. You attempt to do it, and you
Just
get.
tells me the distance and direction to the nearest planar portal within a mile of me.
Yeah, you get a feeling that there is a portal there. Yes.
Now you're thinking with portals.
Interesting.
I want to go look.
What's interesting?
Be careful, Edie. I can feel some planar energy from whatever that is that you're seeing.
Void.
Some kind of portal, it seems.
What book? What type of book are you looking for? What are you doing with it?
Void's looking for like a good something you would use to help a child figure out how to read.
Okay.
And specifically something that might be like lots of pictures, lots of fun art, something that is as interactive as possible.
Tons of those books. There's like an ABC, almost like the Dick and Jane type book. So like there's different types of levels of introductory reading books with lots of bright colors, lots of imagery. A is for Aarakocra, kind of thing. That works its way through. Yeah. So
B is
there's
for
definitely all
Beholder.
kinds. Yep.
I love it.
Yeah, Void's getting the most colorful one they can find.
Okay. And what are you going to do with it?
Buy it.
Okay. And
Are
so as you go up to the counter, and is this for you or for someone else?
For someone else. Void is very suspicious of this person.
I just was curious, is all. That'll be 1 silver.
Very well. And can I use my detect alignment on this person?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she's chaotic good. Nemea, you were about to ask something?
I wanted to have a look around and see if there were any little figurines of any birds.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
At disadvantage.
That's right.
That's a 4.
You look around and there's a lot of stuff on the shelves. You don't immediately see. If you want to spend some time looking, you might be able to find something. But on initial, just like first kind of moving things aside, you don't see any.
Okay. Yeah, I'll spend another couple of minutes having a peruse.
Okay.
You said the previous owner?
Yes. There was a woman who owned this shop before me. She passed away some time ago, but so yeah, that's why I just assumed that maybe our friend here, and she motions at Edie, had come in before. She's the one who created the dolls.
How long ago was she here?
Oh, some time ago. 10, 15 years. She's been passed for a little while.
Is there one of those like cup and ball toys, the ones that like
the
there's the ball on the
kendama?
end of the thing?
Yeah, the kendama. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. I'm gonna pick it up and can I make a sleight of hand check to try to catch it on the pointy end, the most difficult one?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll say sleight of hand or dex, whichever one's going to be. I mean, it's same thing. So essentially, if you have proficiency in sleight of hand, that's fine. I thought you were going to try to steal the kendama from this lady.
No.
Can I try to
Although
put it in
that'd
my
be
pocket?
It's a 13.
You throw it up and you're about to catch it, but then you notice the curtain on the wall where you didn't see it before, and you miss the hole as it bounces and falls aside.
Oh.
Ooh, can I try? That looks like
Edie.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you were talking about? Yes, Void here. I think that might be a good idea.
Make your sleight of hand check,
Is
please.
that curtain?
Yeah, you can see the curtain.
I can now.
What?
Yeah.
I always roll bad at the things I'm good at. 12.
Same type of thing happens. You try to, like, I can catch it on that. I'm more dexterous. And you throw it up, and again, you also now see the curtain, and you get distracted by it, and the ball hits and falls off and swings back and forth.
That's interesting.
And you see, as you're doing this, a big smile just starts appearing on Quelenna's face.
What's interesting?
Play with the toy, Nemea. Just try to catch it. See what happens.
Okay.
Void. You've got some way of detecting magic around us, yes?
I can't detect it. I can only inspect it once I find it.
Ah,
I could still
all right.
try it. Assuming Quelenna's okay with it.
There's much that can be done here, as long as you mean no ill will to anyone. This is fine.
If it's okay, I'd love to examine the curtain.
Of course, or you can just go through it.
We can.
Of course. It is there for those who see it.
Nemea.
I rolled a natural 1 for a total of 3.
You are so kind of like just you actually kind of shop it too hard, and the string breaks, and the ball like goes flying off and like knocks some stuff off the shelf. But when you turn back around after checking the ball, you do see the curtain there now.
I'm so sorry about that. I'll pay for it.
There's
Oh.
nothing broken. It's fine. I mean, other than the string, but that can be reattached.
had just a minute there of like, is the ball like back on the toy? Like,
Yeah.
it's
Oh my
magically
God.
fixed.
Magical ball.
Oh,
Well, let's go. And Edie holds her hand out to Nemea before.
even though she's been healed, she's still very protective of the hand that was burned, so she'll reach out with her opposite hand.
All
I'm
right.
gonna put my hand through the curtain at first.
Okay.
Void was like holding the pearl, ready to like do the ritual, and was gonna check in with Chorus of like, should we wait? And sees you reach it, like, oh, okay, we're
Yeah, Chorus is just like,
All right. So you reach your hand through, and it feels like the curtain was just there all along. Like it was just you're just reaching into another room.
In we go, I guess.
All right.
Come on, hurry up.
The door is now open, so you guys may step through. But I want you guys only to step through right into the entrance for a moment. So go ahead. And...
ah.
As you step through,
Oh my god.
there are all kinds of sounds and bright colors on display. There are music boxes and pictures and flowers. In one corner, off to your left, you see mirrors, just kind of in this semicircular shape. There are a bunch of tree-like things glowing and bright blue and yellow. The floor, as you notice, has different colored tiles. So, what I need you guys to do is, as you walk, let's do it like we are in combat for walking. You're not in combat, but there are effects that happen. And so I need you to move. And every time you move, I need you to roll a d20 and tell me what the number is.
Uh-oh.
Including stepping inside.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Um,
So we're through the door. We get our movement, basically. And that's like, every movement is a d20.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Edie wants to go check out this thing over here. What's this?
It's just a tile on the floor, but you may
Oh, it's
you can it's just a different shaped tile, different colored tile.
Oh, then that's boring. Is there toys on this table?
There are toys on the tables. Yep.
Perfect.
So, go ahead.
So 5, 10.
Roll your
there.
d20, please.
Edie skips
This
over.
is delightful.
A 19, just a d20.
As soon as you arrive on the table, you rainbow-colored slime falls and just covers you in slime.
Some Willy Wonka ass.
Wait,
shit
does it
happening
taste good?
here.
Taste it.
Oh no.
I eat some.
It tastes vaguely of fruit,
It's
But-
not bad.
not super sweet.
It's a bit.
And she's gonna kind of like try and shake it off.
Well,
Just do the whole.
okay.
It comes
Yeah,
off
exactly.
pretty well, but some of it gets like in your pockets. Like tofu pops up just in time to get a little dousing of
I give him
slime.
A little wipe off, empty the pocket, clean out those 2 old, if whatever's left of the chocolate crumbs that are in there. Then
Excellent.
I put him back.
All right. On this table, you see like toy ships, and like carts and horses and stuff like that. Kind of like if a kid was doing like adventuring stuff, this is like an adventuring table. Chorus, where are
I'm
you
gonna
headed?
walk around and check out this tree thing.
All right.
glowing
Go ahead and roll your
thing
d20.
here. Yeah, I got a 20. So
All right,
burning
you
out
also-
that nat 20 early.
You also get covered in slime. If you know, just this rainbow colored slime falls and just covers you in your new clothes and your armor, and just coats you.
Sorry.
your
When you get to
fault.
the tree, you see that they look kind of like apples in the tree, but they are glowing and giving off this light.
Can I pick one?
You can try, yeah.
Gonna try to pick an apple.
Okay. When you pull it off,
the chocolate factory.
when you pull it off, it stops glowing.
Oh, it's just an apple now.
It's not anything now. It's like you see, it's like a glass, almost like glass ball.
Oh, so not edible.
Not edible.
Dang.
Void's gonna go over to this table that looks like it's covered in mushrooms.
Not edible that you can tell. Void, roll
Of course,
a
he's gonna
d20.
lick it.
I was about to, there's only one way to know for sure.
When you lick it, it tastes like sugar.
I'm gonna use my big chunky Raven Riddle one.
Yeah.
Noise.
He just broke his table with that.
This might as well be the Nick Choice Awards. I got an 18.
With an 18, as you step there, a big glitter bomb goes off in your face, and you are covered in green and purple glitter.
Oh, at
love
least
that.
it's in my
Never getting that out.
at least it's in my colors.
Yeah. They're the best colors. That and pink.
Void just has disadvantage on stealth from now on. Glitter's never coming out.
Welcome.
For
Just
the
an
rest of
advantage
his-
on performance.
for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the table, you see a bunch of mushroom figurines in different poses. Some of them are sleeping, some are dancing, some appear to be cooking, some are playing, and they all have either a red or a blue cap.
A red or a blue what?
Like mushroom cap.
Mushroom cap. Okay, sorry. Oh, well, these are delightful. I'm just gonna like play with them, like just pose them around and kind of move them a little bit.
Okay. Which one are you touching?
Oh no. Is there like is it just between the colors or is the poses matter?
You tell me which one you're picking up. They all have the same poses, just
They
in
all have the
different
same.
colors.
Okay. I will pick up a blue one.
Okay. Which blue one?
Oh no. What are the differences between the blue ones?
I get some of them look like they're sleeping.
Okay.
Some look like they are dancing, and some appear to be like playing, like in like playing poses.
I'll do the dancing one.
As you pick up the blue dancing mushroom, you see all of the red cap ones move and like look up at you, and then they start like dancing and doing their thing, like trying to get your attention to get you to play with them.
Okay. I have two hands for exactly that purpose. And I'll pick up a red one.
When you pick up the red one, they all stop moving.
Oh. Maybe they're jealous. I'll put the blue one back down.
As soon as you put the blue one back down, the blue ones start dancing and trying to beg for attention, trying to get you to play with them.
Oh, but you're just all so needy. I'm gonna put the red one down.
And then none of them are moving at all.
Okay, that was delightful, but it's a little bit of social anxiety. I can't please all of you.
There are also pictures and paintings hanging on the wall as well, just for those of you who, if I didn't mention that earlier.
You
what,
said that there
sorry?
were
There are like paintings and pictures on the wall as well.
You said that there were mirrors.
There are mirrors, yes.
Where are they? Sorry.
In the left corner,
Mouse,
upper left
where?
corner, they look like the U shape, like the horseshoe looking thing. Do a d20 roll for me as well.
Yeah, I have 40 feet of movement. That's a 13.
Okay. As you reach there, sneezing powder pops in your face, and you start sneezing uncontrollably.
Oh no.
And you
I like-
notice, make a perception check as you're sneezing. And yes, at disadvantage, even if you weren't sneezing.
Yeah. 14.
Okay. You notice as you're busy sneezing, this is kind of like the funhouse mirror. So each one has like the different shape and sizes. And watching your body sneeze, it actually like amplifies and like your cheeks blow out in the mirror, like everything like cartoonish.
Walk away.
Edie.
Make another
if I
D20
can-
roll
wait,
if you
wait,
move.
Ah, shoot. Oh, wait. Was that?
You
Oh,
moved
yeah.
again.
Sucker.
No, I don't have the movement to move away.
I mean, it's not. Okay, we can go back in order. Edie, what are you doing?
I want to go look at this painting on the wall. Oops.
All right. So first off, roll your D20.
Oh, yes. An 8.
All right. Every step you take sounds like you're walking on a whoopee cushion. So every step is
Love it.
with every single step.
Oh my god. Okay, Edie is deliberately double stepping everywhere.
Love it.
Exactly. Perfect.
As you get to the picture, you see in front of you. Which one this is? Okay, a picture of a little girl. And at first, she's just kind of staring off in the distance. But as you stare and look at her, her eyes turn and look at you. And then after a moment, she's.
Rude. Wait, are you in there? She's gonna like walk up and go to touch the painting.
It's just a painting.
Guys, this one's
Cheeky.
moving.
She keeps making silly faces at you.
I want to start moving towards the painting in the center of the room.
Roll a d20.
Oh fuck. 9. That's a 6.
Okay, continues the farting noises as you walk, but she starts pouting as you walk away, and then goes back to staring off in the distance. All right, this painting. We'll come back to you in a minute.
Yeah.
Quoras, what are you doing?
I don't know. Horse is really uncomfortable. Sure, I'll walk here. I'll check out this table.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that.
That's
D20.
another nat 20.
Once again, another just massive blob of slime just falls on you. But as you notice, as it hits the floor, it kind of just seems to disappear on the floor. It doesn't stick to the floor, but it is stuck to you.
Well, isn't that delightful?
You might need to go back to that cleaning place.
On this table is kind of, you see like drawing supplies. You see like paper and like coal, like charcoal, and just like colored sticks, things that you can draw with.
I'll draw something.
Okay.
I don't know what Quoras would draw.
Okay.
Just stick figures. He's he's not a great
Quoras-
artist.
Quoras is after my own heart here. I get it.
He draws the whole party, but just as stick figures. So it's just a picture of him with like a half of a sword. Edie with just horns. Nemea's just got wings. Void is just like blank slate. Perfect.
I love it. Void, what are you doing?
I know we're all doing that tonight. I'm gonna go over to this other table over here. What's this box thingy? What's in the box?
That's the
Where I was
back.
gonna go.
the box.
14.
So as you take those steps, you have a glitter bomb again. This time in like gold and silver. You're
Void
starting
tries
to
to
look like
Void tries to time it, and when it goes off, like strike a pose and then keep going.
starting to look like a Christmas tree now at this point. When you get to this table, you see it's actually set up for like story time. There's a book and like teacups and like teapot ready to be poured and have like story time at the table.
Void's gonna start pouring some tea and seeing what book is there.
Okay. The book is The Adventures of the Silly Rabbit.
Well, that sounds delightful. I'm just gonna have some tea and read about this rabbit.
All right. Nemea, what are you doing?
I was gonna go to that table, but Void's checking it out, so I'll leave it alone.
Anybody wants tea? I've got some.
I'm all good, thanks. As I walk past, and I'm going to check out this table.
Okay, roll your d20.
5.
Okay, you also get the fart steps, the whoopee cushion as you walk.
I have extra limbs. I'm gonna like slap my tail as I walk as well.
There's a you're walking. You get to that table, and it appears that it's a candy table. It's literally just a table that has candy on it. Not Edie getting jealous all of a sudden.
Yep, I'll scoop some up. Would I have seen Quoras like take an apple? Or to take whatever.
I mean, you were standing there while he did it. You hadn't moved yet.
No,
So-
cool. Okay.
Yep.
I'll pick up a bunch of candy, and I'm just gonna hold it. I'm not gonna eat any.
Okay.
Hey, Edie,
Yeah?
candy.
I'm coming.
You want to look at the picture?
Yeah, I'll quickly squiz at the picture before I head off.
Gotta give it a
Run.
squiz.
I gotta
as
give it
you-
a squiz before I dash. I dash to Nemea.
We're gonna
How-
get this
how
out of
is-
here.
How long are you gonna stand there?
Enough to, but like to see if it's gonna move, and then
Okay.
move, and then run away.
So this painting looks like it's a cloudy day. So you see like a hillside with like clouds, but it's like a green hillside.
That's
How long do you want to give it?
15 seconds.
How closely are you looking, or are you distracted by the candy?
No, I actually do. I like lean over, hands on hips, and give it a good like.
Okay. Then within 15 seconds, as you're staring at it, you see the clouds start to blow, like they're moving.
Edie blows on the painting.
When you blow, the clouds move faster, and it clears the clouds, and it goes from a rainy day to a sunny day, and then you see a rainbow start to form across the painting.
Isn't that lovely? Can I tap where the water is?
Sure.
I do
Nothing
that.
happens.
All right, and then I run to Nemea and I
Okay.
dash.
So roll your d20.
17.
You get a glitter bomb when you arrive, and you just pull up, and it's like white and red glitter just explodes in your face.
Wait, I'm. Dead.
I give Edie the candy.
Start shoving them in my dress pockets. Is my dress? Is it still making the
Oh, yeah.
the beautiful tingly sounds?
Absolutely. Every time it's even brighter in here.
Yes.
Can we
Can
hear it
everyone
now?
else hear it now?
Yes, you can all hear it.
Wait, Edie, do that again.
And I twirl on the spot. Twirl, 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 twirl.
Everybody hears it, and it's this bright, beautiful, peeling ring.
Aww. Pretty. See? This is why I spin so much.
That's very fun.
Okay. Back to Void. Void, or was it? Yes, is it your turn now, or is it? No, it's back to Quoras, isn't it?
Chorus and Void, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Quoras, what are you doing?
I'll
Yeah, where's the void?
go check out this painting, I guess.
All right. This one is. It looks like as you're looking at it, this one is a picture of, and it looks like this one was done by a little kid. It's a picture of a lion, but the mane is like made like rainbow colors all around. And as you stare at it,
Okay, yeah. What does it do anything?
no, it's a drawing by a kid.
Well, never mind.
But do roll your d20, please.
I did 15.
Okay. You also get a glitter bomb. This one is
Covered in
silver
goop
and
and
blue.
glitter.
Just yeah, and it sticks even more because of the slime that you've
Fun.
been doubled up with. You're like, oh, like you went. Never mind. You know what you look like. Tar and feather, but like for gentlemen's clubs, you know. You can have more movement if you want. You didn't move very far to look at that painting.
Sure. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to look for. Chorus is very overwhelmed, and so am I. Can I move here?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this painting.
Okay. As you look at that one, you see a painting of a cat that has rainbow fur, and on the opposite end of the painting is a rainbow-colored butterfly.
A lot of rainbows here.
Is it moving? Is this one just a painting too?
Are you just looking at it, or are you doing anything with it?
It's a cat and a butterfly, both rainbow. I feel like I'm overthinking all of this, but
That's because you're not innocent and childlike.
no. Is it? Yeah, that's true. Is it just?
If you're just looking at it,
It's just there,
it's just there if you're just looking at it, yes.
I don't know. I guess I'll touch it to see.
What do you touch?
I'll like. We'll do the cat. Chorus like pets the cat to see if anything happens.
When you start petting the cat, you hear a light rumbling purr noise.
Can I poke the butterfly, I guess? I don't know. You don't pet butterflies.
So you're just gonna touch and off?
Yeah.
As you touch and off, you see the wings start to flutter just slightly for a moment.
Then I'll touch it again. Like hold on it.
Is this
As you
something
hold
that-
it, as
Is
you,
this
as,
art?
as you touch it and hold your finger there, the wings start flapping.
Fascinating.
You gonna do anything else with it?
No, but I am going to turn to Void, who's right there.
Void, do you have any idea what's going on here?
Before I describe what you see, Dustin, are there chairs at these tables?
Yeah, there's little chairs.
Okay. When
Clearly
Chorus-
designed for like smaller bodies,
Yeah,
but there are definitely chairs there.
that's actually perfect. When Chorus turns around, he hears like a clunk clunk. The sound of Vix's boots now being too big, and Vix is sitting in the chair, much smaller. Skin is
Same, just like adult Vix, or like, but just tiny.
This is
Child Vix. Okay.
Child Vix.
Cool.
There is no color to the hair. It is just silver and wispy, almost like a pale moonlight, and the skin is also silver. Of course, I think with your passive, you would notice that the scar on their lips is slightly bigger, and it is now like going up onto their cheek just a little bit, and they're just reading a little book and like dangling their legs off the chair. I don't know. Seems pretty mysterious to me.
See, you're leaning into it.
Yeah.
Guess there's nothing else to do.
Or is there?
As long as we don't think it's dangerous.
Doesn't seem dangerous.
Can I?
All right.
How tall is it in here?
It is tall enough for each of you where you're at. Each of you has different perceptions of the height in the room right now.
How high do I perceive for it to be?
How high do you want to perceive it as? You can look up, and if you think it's tall, it's going to be tall.
Maya has no idea. She just wants to try to fly.
You would have wanted to fly, so you would have
I
pictured
think
it big.
I think I wanted to fly in this little magical place. So yeah, I'm gonna fly up. I'm gonna take my cloak off, and fly up 30 feet. No, I'll go. Yeah, no, I'll go 80. Do you want to fly?
Yeah, always.
All right, I'm gonna scoop 80 up, and I'm gonna fly 40 feet up, and then I'm gonna go dash. Or wherever 80 points.
I just point back over to the other side of the room.
All right, so
Why don't you guys go just put yourself where you want to be? Like movement is
Okay,
really
amazing.
this isn't combat, so
Okay,
like
cool.
movement isn't like restricted
Oh.
to 30 feet or whatever. You roll for your movement.
Just
Okay,
tell
so
me the
other
name of
side,
the
we'll
movie you
go-
would like to see.
yeah. So we'll go way over here.
Press 1.
Oh,
Your
look,
call is important to us.
Yeah.
He was quoting Seinfeld.
is there a table on that back wall?
Let's find out.
Okay.
And then we'll fly over here.
Oh, look,
Do I need
there's
to-
another one of those tiles on the ground. Are they
What does that look
noticeable?
Yeah.
What does it look like? And Edie's like standing in the center of it, and you can just hear clop, 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 clop as she turns around, looking,
As you
trying
land,
to.
both of you
She
go
can't
ahead and roll
read.
the d20, please.
A 4.
So more farting.
Natural 1.
Both of you just keep farting.
Just
Nemeas are particularly
Schwitz.
rank.
It's just the sound from walking. It's not actual farting. That would be clever magic indeed.
The nat one gotta count.
Nemea casts, what was it, Noxious Cloud? or
Gaseous
whatever.
form.
Cloud kill.
Poison Cloud.
No, thaumaturgy. Trigger thaumaturgy.
Are you looking at this table right here? There's actually
Yeah, it would be.
nothing. There's actually nothing at this table. This is kind of a quiet, like if you just need to kind of have, because they recognize that this store can be so overwhelming. This is kind of like a detox area where you can just kind of, you notice that it's quieter here. Yes, there are still some lights, but it's not nearly a sensory overload here.
Oh, lovely. I want to check out the tile on the ground.
Go ahead and, does Edie know anything about time or how time works?
nope.
So to Edie, this just looks like something with an arrow pointing into it. But it is kind of like an elevated, like wedge almost on this tile.
It looked like something maybe you find on a map.
Not so much on a map as something that maybe if somebody was wanting to tell time they would use. It's a sundial.
No idea.
Which, because of all the light in here, it's always showing noon.
Ah.
This is
Edie,
cool.
Make a perception check, though.
14 perception. 15.
Beyond that, you do see a table that has dolls that look just like Ellie.
I found Ellie. I yell and run to
Wait.
the table.
What table are they on? Sorry.
Right there.
Oh, the back table. Oh,
And,
Chorus would be running over at that.
okay.
yeah. I'll join.
You guys roll your d20s just to see how you arrive.
Void watches Chorus go, like, did you want to have... May I didn't want any either. It's okay, I have a rabbit book.
You notice that these dolls, like the ones you've seen previously, do not have the heart mark on the face. Behind the dolls, though,
Are things dimmer?
Yeah, I noticed that too.
I think that's just how the map worked. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It should not be. That's not anything.
Okay.
But however, behind the table, there is a painting of what looks to be a kind old gnomish woman. She appears to be very old. Her hair is snow white, but unlike the current owner, this is very much due to age. The wrinkles that cover her face are from years and years of smiling and laughing. Her skin is almost the color of caramel, and there is a distinct heart mark on her cheek, just like Edie's. And there is a note written under the painting.
Does the note say, "Hey, Ellie"? Oh wait, Nemea, can you read that?
And I read it.
You can, it's in common.
Yep, it says,
Meena Wildwander, the original light of our kite.
maybe she's the woman Quelenna was talking about?
Oh, maybe. Look, and she's gonna like touch the mark on her face and then touch her face. That's interesting.
As you're standing there talking, Quelenna comes up behind you suddenly. You found her.
Yeah.
That's Meena. She was wonderful.
Well, did you know anything about the mark on her face?
No, just that she had it. She was a wonderful woman. She cared so much for the children. There's actually a shrine set up to her in a park not too far from here. You could go check it out if you'd like.
Thank you. I might.
She kind of notices the love of your doll. Do you need another one? Would you like a new one?
No.
Okay.
No,
Well,
no.
yours just is so dirty. I wanted to make sure you
No.
always had one. No,
She's fun.
It's okay. It was just an offer. If you needed a new one, you would be more than welcome to take one.
No.
These
me
dolls
and
are always for free. That was Mina's wish.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
I can fix Ellie up, and I have before.
Oh.
And yeah, no, that's okay.
Well, if you can fix toys, you're definitely. Anytime you need a job, you can come here. We could use somebody who can fix toys easily.
I'm kind of like a hero, so I wouldn't be able to do that. But
Of course.
maybe one day.
Of course.
Could I maybe have a toy? One of the dolls?
She looks at you, kind of playfully suspicious. I suppose so. And she hands you one. One for either of you.
I'm not there.
Sure.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
Can I also make like a history check or something to see? Do I remember there being a toy store and like a statue to a beloved old woman somewhere in Ramp Row?
You already asked
years
about the
ago?
toy store. You don't remember the toy store.
Yeah.
You didn't remember that. But you can absolutely do like a history check to see if you remember a shrine.
It's in that one.
You don't remember the toy store, so it goes to just stands to reason you wouldn't remember the owner.
It's fine.
Did you even
Just
live
too busy
here?
doing crimes.
Did you even live here?
I only went out at night. Usually.
Not Batman.
Not quite.
Parents.
I mean, yeah, like, look, Quoras and Batman have a lot in common, besides the being a billionaire.
And not bathing.
Oh fuck.
I don't know about that one. Yeah, I'll take a doll. Quoras will pick one up.
All right. She hands you one. Take it with my and Mina's blessings.
Thank you.
Do you... What is this place?
It's the Glowing Kite.
Right. But most toy stores don't have whimsical demi-planes connected to them that you can only see once you've picked up a toy and played with it.
That is very true. This is a special toy store that was designed. Meena designed it herself.
Must have been quite powerful.
She was something. The world lost some light when she passed.
How long ago did she pass?
A little over 10 years.
It is.
Uh-huh.
How long have you had Ellie for?
10 years.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Isn't that fun?
What was she?
I don't understand the question.
Well, she must have been incredibly powerful to be able to create this place.
She must have been. She's just remembered mostly for loving. She loved children, she loved everybody, and loved to play. I assume you explored the room?
Yeah.
Each station was lovingly designed with specific intention in mind. There's spots to make toys, spots to play with toys, spots to read, all kinds of fun, silly things.
Wait, where's Void?
Void.
I was gonna say,
Right.
could I have moved over
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
the area of mirrors?
Yeah, absolutely.
A 2.
Yep, you're making farting
I'm
noises now. as you
farting all
walk.
the way there.
He's goose stepping.
Mm-hmm. I moved my token over so that people could see where that was. Void is sitting in there. Can I try and figure out, when I move past this tile thingy, do I recognize what these are?
I mean, you have concept of time. You recognize them probably as sundials.
Sundials. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I distinguish like a difference in the ways that the mirrors work? Like, does each one do a specific thing?
I will say you can make an intelligence check, or depending on if you're going to, like, if you're just going to look at it, make like an intelligence check. If you're going to utilize any of your skills, you maybe do like a tinkering check.
Okay. Yeah, Void would be sort of like looking into one, like changing their face around, elongate, like increasing the size of a nose, making their ears long, just sort of like experimenting with things to try and figure out how the mirrors work.
Okay, so go ahead and do that.
I rolled low.
Okay. What'd you roll though?
Think. All right, figure out with Tinker's tools. Just an 8.
Right. You're not entirely sure how this one does it. You know, mirrors. I mean, they reflect based on light. If you're in a dark room, you can't see anything, and so you assume it probably has something to do with lights. But that's as much as you can figure out from here.
Void's just sitting in front of one of them and just like reading a page, looking back up, mucking their face up, reading another page, looking back up.
Still reading the rabbit
Yeah.
book. Okay.
Can I go over to Void?
Yeah. Roll your d20.
18.
as you arrive, I believe that's the glitter bomb again.
Damn it.
Yep. So this time it is like just like this gaudy like orange and like yellow glitter. Just you kind of look like a walking pumpkin at this point.
Well, that's gonna be itchy on the wings.
Yes, the
It got you
wings.
too.
I've done so well to avoid that. What you looking at?
A book.
What kind of book?
It's a rabbit book. Rabbit's on an
Void's-
adventure.
You're sitting down?
Mm-hmm. Assuming that there's seats in front of the mirrors.
There's not. This is kind of like a standing
okay.
area. You can sit on the floor if you want, but it is not a. There's no chairs within this area.
If I can sit on the floor and still see my reflection in the mirrors, then yes.
Yeah, they're like floor to ceiling mirrors.
Yeah.
I just didn't have that image in the map making software.
No worries. Yeah, Void's...
Not good enough,
Chris-
Dustin.
I require verisimilitude! Void is crisscross applesauce with just the book in their lap, and their face is like a Picasso patchwork of stuff, because they've been just playing with the mirror. I think you're on mute.
I was. Is the scar still visible with the Picasso, or have
Mhm.
they?
There's still a scar.
Okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
I don't know. Every time you've been injured, you've moved it, but now you've got a scar across your lips.
I need it.
Okay. But are you okay? You seem to be enjoying this room.
Didn't sound like
It's a
y'all
little bit
needed you.
child's. Why wouldn't we need you?
I don't know.
Why would you think that?
I don't think you called for me. Chorus ran off. It's fine. I had my book.
Okay. We were just getting dolls.
Oh,
Did you
neat.
want one?
I think I'm probably okay.
Odd question, and I don't know if this is the appropriate time or place. And Maya's gonna hold her hand again. You don't know what that thing was outside, do you?
The Void's face like fixes back up into like normal blank changeling face. The Picasso stuff is kind of gone. I feel like I know that someone's faced it. That it's from where I'm from. I'm thinking. But I don't really know it that well. Right, that's accurate to what my intelligence check said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it wanted you.
How do you know?
It did not care for Quoras and I. Not until I stopped it from moving, that it actually paid attention to us.
Well, thanks for protecting me.
Of course. Always.
You can see Void, like child Void, literally bites their tongue. And if you want to make an insight check, you can.
Yes, I do. I need disadvantage!
Ah,
That was a natural 20!
That was
the
cocked.
gods giveth and the gods taketh away.
Insight 13.
13?
Yeah.
I only rolled
A 24.
No, my deception's not actually that high. Void is manifesting behaviors that are very literal to their internal conflict. They're literally biting their tongue to keep from saying a snide remark. And they also kind of, after you asked about the scar and then took their answer, they kind of like gave you a little weird look.
What?
What?
You promised to be honest with me, and well, Vix promised to be honest with me. So
The little child Void like slams the rabbit book closed and throws it on the ground and like gets up and like arms on hips. Vix was a version of me. Vix said something that they meant that I meant it too. So I meant it.
hey, I believe you.
They pick up the book and like hold it to their chest. You have to ask the right questions to get the right answers. They just sort of start storming off towards where their boots were at the other table. 19.
Are we playing games again?
19 for
19 is the
movement.
slime. Yeah. So your tremendous moment of storming away is interrupted by just a rainbow slime dumping on you.
Yeah, Void like sighs under the slime. That feels right. That's about right.
Okay, well, I'm done in here. And I'm gonna leave the room.
I'm not playing games.
I pause at the entryway and then step through.
Okay. What did you roll on the dice, by the way?
Oh, missed my tree.
That happens
That's
to me.
gone.
That happens to me all the time.
Hang on. That was a 6.
Okay. That is the farting as you walk away. And it's just... It really ruins these dramatic moments.
It really
when you
does.
Yeah. Edie and Chorus, what are you guys doing?
The looking over the dolls that are on the table. Are they different to Ellie? Or are they the same?
They all look identical, just missing that heart mark.
And just any stitches that have happened because I've wrecked her.
Oh, well. Can we go find her statue? What was it called?
Her shrine, of course.
Shrine.
Yes, of course. It's I can tell you exactly where the park is if you'd like to go check it out.
I think I really would.
Cool. Quoras, are you still there?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Okay, so she gives you both
Trying to decipher
directions. If you weren't there, she was just going to give Edie directions, and then we'd see how well Edie did at recalling the way back. So she gives you both directions, telling you where the park is. It's just, it's about a mile or so away from this part of town. It's kind of a park area that the children will sometimes go play in.
All right, I think I can probably get us there.
And then you hear in your ear, in your head, Edie, you hear a contented sigh.
Are you okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Been a while.
Since what? Been a while since what?
Don't worry about it right now. I'm
Okay.
sure you'll hear more about it soon.
I can hear Edie talking, but not Ellie.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, are you talking out loud or are you talking in your head?
Talking out loud.
Can I guess would this be like a perception check or insight check? Can I make a check to see if other lady, I can't remember what her name is, seems to be listening or hearing the other half of this
you don't need to make
conversation?
any checks. She doesn't seem to be paying any attention to it at all. She's just looking at
Okay.
you guys after having given like instructions and stuff like that, and just kind of being there if you need anything. She's kind of like the sales clerk that stands back a little bit in case you need anything, but isn't actively in that moment doing anything to help you guys out.
Okay.
Edie, what is
Yeah?
what does Ellie have to say about all of this?
She said she'll tell me later. Wait, how do you
Alright.
feel about this?
I think it'll be good.
She says it'll be good.
All right.
Go over to the others, I guess. Corral the crew.
What'd you roll?
17.
That is more glitter. So as you walk, you get just this. Each step is like of glitter, and it's kind of just the whole cacophony of rainbow colors that's hitting you as you walk. Edie, are you leaving too?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll. And then Void, did you leave or did you kind of just walk away?
I was
Four.
going to the table
You're
to put the
farting.
book back and also put my boots back
I'm
on.
farting.
Okay. So then, as you leave, are you leaving after that now as
I
well?
will
Then?
leave after that, yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll as well.
10.
Okay. 10 is the, I believe, sneezing powder.
I think it is.
Love.
So you start sneezing your entire way out.
It, like
And
changes
is everybody-
pitch every time, and like part of like Void's face like goes weird.
Reminds me of that scene in Community where he's teaching him how to sneeze. Like sometimes you have the quiet sneeze, sometimes you have the loud, commanding sneeze. But as everybody leaves the store, that's where we're going to go ahead and take our break. So everybody go get your drink refills, get a snack refill, get your
Bathroom
toilet
snacks.
bathroom snacks, get your toilet
Bathroom
olives.
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 Not toilet olives, that's a different thing.
Bathroom berries.
Ew, okay, we'll see you back here in 10 minutes, everybody.
I'll be.
We're back, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you for sticking around. We really appreciate it when we come back and there's actually people here. So, you know, that's always a good thing. In case you're just joining us, just checking us out, you missed the first half where we were at a toy store. Party spent a lot of time at the Glowing Kite toy store and finding information regarding the dolls that Edie had seen around, and found some fun little pranks and tomfoolery and shenaniganry that happened at the toy store. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making it.
That was very like whimsical. We were all on high alert, and then it was like maximum whimsy.
Yeah. It's like,
Which
where's
made Quoras
where's
more
the danger?
on
yeah.
high alert.
This Quoras doesn't know how to have fun.
Well,
It's
Quoras
fine.
lost
It's-
his childhood. So.
Yes, and that's why you were lucky to even see the curtain. It got bright really fast. But you guys were just leaving the store, and it looked like you were planning on heading to the shrine. She had given you directions to the park where the shrine was at.
Was it really out of the way, or?
It's in town. It's a mile or so away from the shop.
Okay.
Will you guys come to the park with me before we go to the Temple District?
Yeah, of course.
That sounds fun.
Wait, are we still in the room? Sorry.
You're all together now.
Yeah, you're all with.
Let's go.
He's gonna start skipping.
Following you.
Oh, just sorry. Quelenna.
Oh, yes, of course. What?
Um,
Hi.
Hi. Did you happen to have like any bird figurines?
I probably do. Is there something in particular you're looking for?
If you had a phoenix,
Hmm.
it doesn't have to be big or extravagant. Just
Let me check. And she goes and looks through the shelves real quick. Phoenix. I don't have necessarily a phoenix specifically, but I do have this. And she hands up like a wooden, like a bird figurine that can be painted. It has like wings spread wide, like almost like up in like full like soaring motion.
like the one on Chorus's back.
Yes, very similar to that eagle. Yes, but it's not got any like detail. You can tell it's like a bird of prey, but there's not a lot of detail to it. So you could paint it to make it look like what you want.
Yeah, that'll be perfect. Could I purchase that one?
Just puts it in your pocket. You can have this one. Clearly, you need it for something.
Thank you.
Of course.
Everything is free here. That's exciting.
No, not everything. No, not everything. Not everything.
Can I leave like 3 silver or however much I think is the toy that I broke was worth? I know it was just the string that I snapped, but
You can leave whatever you'd like. Where are you going to leave it?
just on like one of the tables or shelves as
Okay.
I walk out.
Are you trying to do it sneakily?
Yeah, I'll sort of like open my wing, like sort of stretch my wing to hide my arm as I do it.
Sleight of hand at disadvantage, please.
$14.
She doesn't appear to notice at all. She
Cool.
rolled a 2.
I refold my wings, re-put on the cloak. I'll leave the hood down now.
I hope we'll see you all again.
I think we might be back.
Oh, excellent.
Thank you.
Maybe we can have tea together.
I shrug and walk out.
The non-committal of Nemea continues. All right. And Edie's already like started making her way. Are you just skipping off all your own, or are you waiting for people? What's happening?
Edie remembers the first 3 instructions of how to get there, and then is completely lost after that because she didn't take notes. So she then turns around to Chorus, just kind of like double checking before making any firm decisions on a direction, if that makes sense. So she's gonna walk one way, and then once it kind of like looks like there's ways that there could be to go, she kind of like double checks over her shoulder, waits for a nod, and then continues on.
Void's daisy chaining back from the front two to make sure Nemea doesn't get left behind.
Okay.
No, I'm not too far behind either.
All right. You guys make your way. It's not too far. Takes you about 15 minutes or so to get there, depending on your walking speed. When you get to the park, it's it's relatively dirty. It's not a well-kept park, but you do see some kids playing. Some of them are playing with those wooden discs that you saw in the store. They're kind of throwing them back and forth. You see a couple kids like playing with a ball, like they're rolling it back and forth to each other. Some are throwing them back and forth. But in the middle of the park, surprisingly cleaned, is a bronze statue of Meena that you recognize from the painting. Going to approach it?
Yeah, look, that's her.
As you approach it, pinned to it are drawings and notes of love. There are candles all around it that appear to be constantly lit, and the shrine appears to be well maintained. You don't see any signs of melted candles, like no old candles or wax burnt on there. There's no bird droppings. And the detail of the statue, again, shows those kindly wrinkles and the heart mark on the cheek. And there is an inscription on the shrine as well.
Void,
Who's this?
Quoras is behind me. This is who made Ellie.
Oh. Hello.
There was a picture of her in the store. Look, Nemea got her own doll. And Quoras? They both got one.
Nice. What do you know about her?
Not a lot. She was the toy store owner, and she died 10 years ago.
Right about the time
You've-
you found your doll. Right about when
Yeah.
you found Ellie.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
It is. Do I recognize the statue at all?
Make a history check.
You don't.
I'll say it
recognize this
I'll say it
woman?
disadvantage. Of course, you want to read the inscription?
Yeah.
The inscription says, Meena Wildwander lays at rest, loved by the people she loved and remembered by all. And under that, there appears to be like a quote from her directly that they put in there. And it says, Elora gave me my magic, and I shared my magic with the children so that the children could share that magic with the world.
What was that name? Elora?
Elora.
Laura.
Elora.
Do I recognize that? Can I make an attempt to recognize that?
You can do a religion check. We'll say at disadvantage.
Can any of us do that?
Terrible
Sure.
religion checks. So
Yeah, me too.
it's gonna go well.
True.
And Void, what did you roll for your...
For
History?
history, I got a 5. But for religion, even with disadvantage, I got a 16.
Okay. And you rolled a 2, Nemea? Quoras, what'd you roll?
Now one.
Um,
Not happening. I rolled a 6 and a
you got a
1.
15.
okay. You have heard, Void, of there's the major gods, and there are the minor gods. And from your recollection, Elora is one of the minor gods. She is generally thought to be the goddess of innocence and childlike.
What was that first word you said? You were a little quiet. Sorry.
Innocence?
Innocence. Interesting.
You know anything about this at all?
I don't know about
You
her.
would, you would know the same thing, though, Edie.
Ah. Do you think that they would have a temple to this Elora in the temple district?
Would I know that?
You don't recall there being one.
I don't think there is. Which is a shame, but I mean, this is kind of like one. It's a good place to
Guess
just
so.
remember and pray and all those sorts of things you do at a temple.
Yeah.
In your head, Edie, you hear some like sniffles and a little whimpering.
Ellie, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Haven't seen her in a while.
You know her? You know Meena?
Mm-hmm.
How?
She was special like you.
What do you mean?
She was special. She loved people and things and children and wanted to see she just lived life. You know, like she did things to live. She wasn't afraid to experience things and to help others like you.
Sound like me.
Yeah. She never gave me the yummy treats that you do though.
I've gotten you very sticky, I'm sorry.
I don't even notice.
That's good. It's harder to drop you.
What was that? Sorry?
It's harder to drop you.
That's true. I would imagine.
Mm.
But I'm not going anywhere. You don't have to worry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I haven't lost you, and it's been 10 years, so...
10 years? We should have a party.
When did you last see Meena?
Shortly before I met you. And then she died.
Well, I wish I could have met her.
That too, kind of? But that would have been complicated.
Complicated?
Well, yeah, you were, in the Feywild and she was here, and so that would have made it harder.
Yeah.
But in a way, you kind of know her because she's kind of like you, so think about how would you be when you were really, really old? And that's probably kind of like what she was.
Aw. Alright. I think I would still be fun.
Oh, definitely.
Alright, well... Thanks, Ellie.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing me here. It's nice to see her again. Even if it's like this.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Do you know much about Elora?
No answer.
She must have gone to sleep. Alright, well, I'm good now, I guess.
And Edie kind of just like rocks backwards and forwards, like onto her toes, onto her, well, toes, on it backwards and forwards on her hoofs. Yeah.
Void, make a perception check.
Oh no. Ugh. 11. Passive is 13.
Okay.
Void would have been watching the doll, by the way, hearing Edie's side of the convo.
The doll, completely emotionless, completely. You didn't see nothing.
Yeah.
What color is Ellie compared to the dolls that Chorus and I have?
Exact same color.
Which
Well,
is
Minus-
yeah.
Minus sticky dirt. What color is Ellie? Edie?
Just like a burlap sack kind of brown.
perfect. Okay.
Beige.
Beige.
Mm-hmm.
Was there anything else we wanted to do in Rampro? I just hear Scooby Doo now.
Yeah.
Retro.
Every time now.
Retro, Reggie.
Ravard!
Hurry up.
Or is the club you worked at or sent messages to here, Chorus?
What?
You
That
When
was
you were
me
helping me-
asking. I didn't hear what you said.
is the club that Chorus sent messages to and they used the cipher. Is that here?
Not anymore. Some of
Oh.
our old hideouts might still be around, but probably not.
Hideouts.
What?
Hideouts.
Hmm?
Hideouts.
Chorus hears you.
Yes. Hideouts? What? Yeah, that.
What were you doing when you lived here?
Crime?
That would justify the hideouts.
Why you don't want to go back to the temple? You're worried about Matrix, aren't you?
Kinda. No, not so much. Well, I mean, always, but a different temple that I'm more concerned about now.
Okay, you're gonna
Hesmos?
have to fill me in. Hesmos.
Yeah, Hesmos. They run a little extra legal vigilante group that really doesn't like criminals, and let's just say the last time I was, well, not the last time, the time before the last time that I was here, we didn't leave on the greatest foot.
And that's why you've got the hood up and everything.
Yeah. It's possible some of the vigilantes still work there. It's possible that someone might recognize me. There were some clerics that I talked to before I left. Lots of people might not be so happy with me being back.
Well, I'll grab us another carriage and we'll be discreet, in and out.
Oh, are we going to the temple district today? Still?
Yeah, that's where we're going now.
If there's enough time. I mean,
It's about 4 o'clock right now in the afternoon. Give or take. Might be a little later.
They went quickly.
Might be a good time to hit the temples, actually. The workers from around the city might be in for their prayers or whatever they do in the temples here.
Hide in the crowds.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll flag down another carriage.
As you're getting on the carriage, Void, you feel a hand reach up and grab your shoulder.
Thought this might be.
And you know, you're a very hard person to track down, especially if you keep moving around this much.
Is this? Oh, I forgot her name. No. And this is the spy master, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that. We are group on the move.
Yes, clearly. And she's wearing very nondescript, like civilian type clothing, just blending in.
Mhm.
Yeah, she actually has makeup and like cosmetic, like appendage to look completely different. But you recognize the voice.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe we would have a talk for a moment.
Sure. Should we have a talk as a group or
That is up to you.
anything? Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming you will all do the work together.
Void waves over the group like, "Hey, real quick, we should talk to this person."
Okay, hi, I'm Edie.
I know.
It's lovely to meet you.
Yes, it is. And you've met me before. I'm Aldym. You met me
Aldym.
last night.
You look different.
Yes, I do. It's so I blend in. If everybody saw the Master of Secrets walking around in the open, they would be a little more discreet about their actions. People don't pay attention to...
Secrets?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you were going to tell me a secret last night.
You're part of the council?
Yes.
I
Why
actively
is the
take a step
Master of
back.
Secrets so recognizable?
I'm not. You don't recognize her. Her look is completely different. It's just her voice that she's changed.
I'm just saying
to
from
allow-
what she was saying. People recognize the Master. of
Because when like
Secrets.
the council
It's like
does like things like they're all the council's represented, they know who that is, but they don't
Sure.
recognize her in person.
I get you. Yeah, I understand.
Every time they
Kind
go
of-
on public, the
kind of
Master of
like-
Secrets has to like wear a giant like shroud. No one could
Kind-
know, but we still
kind
have
of
to
like-
show up.
Yeah.
Kind of like Void.
That's actually
you
quite a
know,
cool idea. Gonna
Just
lock that
it's
away for
the
later.
V for Vendetta mask. You know,
Yeah.
it's just-
This is Guy Fawkes.
Ooh.
It's always Guy Fawkes.
Verily.
She like walks over to like a bench and kind of sits down and pulls out like a bag of like breadcrumbs and starts like tossing some to the birds. She hands you each kind of like bags as well.
Please
I
tell me
don't take
Edie is
it.
doing that.
Yeah.
Yes.
A little bit is tossed and he's like,
No, please don't. You're drawing attention. Please, you're drawing attention. That's not what we
You
want. right
really,
now.
you really have to just lean into it with this group. Hide in the mess.
okay,
Th-
I'll pretend. And she squats down.
Subtlety is not their forte.
And there is just jingling happening, hoof clopping on the papers.
Maybe you're the wrong people for the job after all.
Oh no, you don't know
Discretion-
that. We're very effective.
Discretion is required where I'm
We're
concerned.
heroes.
I believe you, but you're also like bulldozers.
Edie flops onto the ground and like folds her skirt over into each other, and then you hear like all the bells just like clink 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 clink, until like muffled, and then she's like
Everybody
rocking
in
as
the
she's
park,
trying to be silent.
like the entire population of the park right now is all staring at you guys. Yes, this is what we are trying to avoid, is people noticing you. Secrets are best kept secret?
You're the one who threw the bread.
Yes, I was feeding the birds.
Yes, and I was being a bird.
But you're not a bird, dear.
You couldn't tell.
Should we get a carriage and then have this conversation on the move?
There's a carriage waiting for us.
Yes, fine. Yes, let's do that, shall we? You guys get in the carriage. Where are we going?
Temple District.
Fair enough. That'll give us time to talk. All right. And as the carriage takes off, what is your seating arrangement? Like, I'm assuming it's like bench, so you can have people facing each other, and there's 4 of you and her. So who would be sitting like where?
Void across
As-
from Aldyn.
As
Next
far
to
away from
Aldym.
Aldyn, as far away from her as possible.
Okay.
I'm shoulder to shoulder.
Quoras?
Sorry, there's a lot of background noise, so I'm muted. But I think Quoras would have been the last one in, so just like next to the door that we got into.
Okay. But are you sitting on the same side as Aldym, or are you sitting on the opposite side of her?
Opposite side. I want to keep an eye on it.
I like that even better. So
All three.
with Nemea's size and your size, Void is really crowded, and then Edie, with plenty of room, is crowded right up against her anyway. And like, she keeps looking over, and she's clearly right now distracted and thrown off her game. I will say, any insight checks you guys want to make during this time will be at advantage, other than Nemea, who would make a straight roll instead of being at disadvantage, because she's so distracted and so flustered by what you guys are doing. Like, hiding things would be harder.
Amazing.
And Edie, you can have some inspiration for just being so annoying and amazing with her right now. You can have a point of inspiration that you can use any D20
Oh,
roll.
thank you.
It'll be a D6.
Thank you.
Okay. We had a little discussion last night. You know my circumstance. The king was killed, and everyone assumed I should have seen it coming.
Why didn't
Well,
you?
Well, because it turns out, based on your information, that maybe it wasn't what we thought, and maybe nobody could have seen it coming.
Yeah, someone mentioned in the meeting that it seemed excusable considering the supernatural origins, or at least the
Yes.
likely supernatural origins.
Exactly. But even a master of secrets has limitations on their knowledge. And there are places I can't go without being recognized, even in disguise, because there are magical means of determining somebody's identity. I'd like to know that I can trust you and bring you into my confidence, and that we can work together, because there are things going on that don't make sense, and we'll discuss all that later. But basically, first, I need to know that I can trust you to do a job, and not. And she looks over at Edie. Draw attention where attention should not be drawn.
We can probably manage.
Yeah. And I'm going to get some quieter clothes. Oh, they're very bright.
Not being seen doesn't always mean wearing quiet, dark clothes. Sometimes it means blending in with the crowd. When you're
Then
not
I'll
a
do
bird,
fine.
becoming a bird, unless you're actually a bird,
I
is
was
not
only pretending to be a bird. I know
Yes.
that you think that I was one, but I was just pretending.
Yes.
That's the secret I'm going to tell you. Now you owe me a secret.
I did not agree to any exchange of secrets. I'm trying to gain an understanding of your abilities and to know if I can trust you to...
I'm trying to know if I can trust you.
I'm on the King's Council.
And I'm a hero.
And to that vein, in general, broad strokes, we have some poor experiences with figures of authority. So this is really as much an exchange of trust as anything. We have no reason to betray you. I don't think if we're being honest, I don't think we're important enough to even be able to betray you. So if you think we're good for the
Sometimes-
job, then
Sometimes the mightiest kingdoms are brought down by the most mundane. So don't ever think that you're not important enough.
well, it's a good thing we're not mundane at all.
Yes, I agree. I have other secret keepers that have gone missing. I've put out feelers for them. They were investigating some underground activities, we'll call them, with these certain guilds of rapscallion nature. I think you know of who I refer to. The Thieves Guild. And they were infiltrating the Thieves Guild, and they have gone missing, and I've not heard from them in some time. We have eyes and ears within the Thieves Guild. I don't believe that the guild themselves did anything directly to them, but they were not able to relay to me the kind of jobs that they were doing for themselves. I need you to look into this for me, and see if you can find out what happened to them.
May just side eyes Chorus.
Is something wrong?
Do you have a preferred means of us gaining access to the Thieves Guild?
Whatever means are necessary. Obviously, you don't want to go in with swords swinging. That will be counterproductive, I believe. It will probably be, some infiltration. Maybe earning some good graces. Maybe doing a job for them. Do any of you have connections already?
Possibly.
No. Void.
I know people who would. Possibly.
I mean,
Already halfway there.
the Thieves Guild responds well to money. They like it.
We got plenty of that.
Oh, well. Good. If you
Could always
find
use
out,
more.
yes, if you do this job for me, there will be some more.
That's where you come in.
Wait, who?
it was a line.
You were referring to me.
Nemea is now sponsoring all of you.
Yeah.
She's your sugar mama.
Yep. Accurate.
I mean,
Yummy mummy.
What are the details? So some secret keepers have been taken. Who exactly are they? What secrets do you think that they were after that would have potentially made them targets? And, all those kinds of things that would help us pinpoint our maneuvers.
That is higher up questions.
Well, if you want us to do a good job, I think there's some just basic answers that we kind of need in order to do a good job.
I want you to do a very good job, but what I need to know is that I can trust you before I move you to the next level of trust, because once you are here, you make some potentially very powerful enemies. Right now, this is protecting you as much as it protects me.
I think you
Right.
underestimate the power of our enemies we've already made.
Then hopefully there should be no problem for you.
If I may, if we don't have all the information, then we could go asking the wrong people the wrong questions.
I can tell you who you're looking for, and I can tell you who their last known contacts were within the Thieves Guild. But as far as to what they were doing when they disappeared, I don't have that information, and neither would the people that they were last in contact with, otherwise I would have it already.
What if they didn't get the information they were after?
The Thieves Guild keeps things compartmentalized that way to avoid answers falling into the wrong hands just because you pick up some Joe off the street. Might take
Sink
you
back
to
into
the
the
higher
chair.
ups.
What did Maya say?
She just sinks back into a chair. Just completely shuts up.
So who are we looking for, and who were their last known contacts?
You are looking... Can I trust you?
You have no reason to distrust us.
Can I trust all of you? It is my head on the line as much as yours.
What if we did a trust exercise? We
Nope.
all go around the room and ask each other a question.
Fine, we can do that.
You first.
Did you say you first?
Yeah, you first.
What? Wait, am I asking the question first, or are you asking me the question first?
No, you have to ask a question first.
I just you ask me the questions. This is your game. I don't understand your rules. I was about to explain to you who you were. I just wanted your trust.
Well, you asked if you could trust us. I figured
Yes.
if we asked mutually probing questions, it might facilitate a bond of trust.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, you could waste your question on, can I trust you? Because that's just an opinion, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever you feel like doing.
Okay, fine. My question is, why should I trust you?
Oh, that's a
And
good
don't
one.
answer
Who are
my
you
question
asking?
with a question.
That's a really
all
good
of
question.
you. It's literally my question
That's
for
a
all of
really
you.
good question. Who are you asking?
Literally all of you.
Oh,
I think that's allowable
Boy.
since she's trying to trust all of us.
Yeah.
For me, I like rewards, and you seem like you're in a place that you could be able to reward us for doing a good job. I also like secrets. So finding the secrets as to missing secret keepers is like 3 levels of secret. So I'm hooked.
Okay.
yeah, I have that answer. Same.
Okay.
Wait for Quoras to answer.
No, you can't, but you know who we are. You know what we've done, and you know who you are. Surely you have some secrets, master of secrets, that you can use if we were to betray you. But you also know that we won't, from our pasts.
Very
But you can't trust anyone.
aloof answer, but I appreciate your honesty in that I cannot trust you.
Can I absolutely insight check that to see if she does know dirt on us?
Yes, you may.
Oh, can I do that too?
Yes, you may.
This is so cool.
And I don't have disadvantage on this?
You have a straight roll on this.
Yes! 19.
Okay.
26.
Okay.
Wow.
You have the sense that she does indeed know some things about at least some of you. You don't know who or what.
May I curl up even tighter in on myself.
And can I trust you? How can I trust you? She's directing this at you, Nemea.
I can't even trust myself. But these are my friends. These are my family. And I'll do anything to protect them. And if that means protecting them to help you, then yes.
Fair enough. Now ask your questions. I will answer.
Do you... No, I'll go last again.
Nemea, you can go.
I go, Nemea.
Did you know anyone by the name of Victor? No, I don't want to know. I don't want
I
to know
do.
that.
We
I
do.
do, but I don't want to waste my question, so ask it, Nemea.
You-
Know many people named Victor.
Okay, that was...
An odd question.
Specific, maybe.
All right, who has another question?
I have 2, but I want to make sure.
You can take mine.
Oh, go Void.
You get one question. It was one question for one question.
Edie, do you have a question in mind already?
Mine's a statement that I could say afterwards if you want me to use a question.
Okay, I'll lead with one of my questions first, and then we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Why was Stead suspicious that Nemea had come back for some strange reason?
Immediately I stood up straighter. What?
She thinks for a minute and then puts the questions that she's heard so far. Stead is suspicious of anyone he believes might be after his money or his power. So, if he was suspicious of Nemea, then for some reason he must believe that she is suspicious of or after his money or his power. Generally the only reason that anybody in his position worries about anything.
He was specific about why he was suspicious. He recognized her. Why would he recognize Nemea?
I'm sorry, that is another question. Quoras? Edie?
I see you're being a bit of a stickler about this whole one question thing, but
This is your game. I'm just playing by your rules.
Can I make, I guess, like a history check? How long has she been Master of Secrets? How long is this?
She's held her position for quite a while. Probably about... let me see how old I have her being real quick. She's probably held her position for probably about 15 years or so.
Awesome. Don't have to ask my first question then.
10 years ago, there was a group of thieves that were caught by the Temple of Hesmos. I know what happened to most of them. Do any of them still live?
Sorry, repeat the question.
Do any of the people who were captured 10 years ago, are they still alive?
Some of them are, yes.
All right.
Edie, do you have a question for me?
Are you a good guy or a bad guy?
I am a good guy.
Okay. Because we're going to help you. And you can trust us as long as you've always got the best intentions. Because we will figure out whatever is going on. We'll fix it. And it'll be the good way we fix it. Not your way.
I am not trying to intentionally keep you in the dark. Well, I am.
You are.
But it's not to be obnoxious. It's to protect you. Because again, once you cross the boundary, you cannot come back. I need to make sure that you are going to be efficient at what I need. You are going to be able to accomplish the actions I need. I need to know that you are capable. Fighting is all well and good. But sometimes you have to do it without fighting.
So
You
who
have
are
to
we
be able to
looking
get
for?
in and get out without anybody knowing you were there.
Well, I'm not
And-
really good at fighting at all. So that's perfect.
The first person that you are looking for is Secret Keeper Erdine. She is youngish, probably, and she's in her 30s. Trying to give you like a brief description. She's human female with dark feathered hair, dark skin, brown eyes. Usually a bright smile, but she also, and then she gives you a description, uses flowery speech and long words. A little arrogant, but very intelligent. And you are also looking for Secret Keeper Ulmara. She's the opposite end of the spectrum of Secret Keeper Erdine. She is wise, but not especially intelligent, but she is very good at gaining people's trust. She tends to bite her fingernails. You might recognize her. She is Shaved hair on one side, lighter skin, but her hair flopped over a little bit like that. And she always has a pin that she wears. It's a tiny silver raven that she wears pinned to her jacket.
And who were their last points of contact?
I have to trust you that it will not rat these people out. They have been under deep cover for some time. So please, the knowledge I'm about to give you, please know that you are risking their very lives if this information gets out.
Is there a good way we can, like, code phrase, let them know that we know, so that we don't have to be just like, hey, Aldym sent us, what's up?
Yeah, secret password.
You are looking for Secret Keeper H.E.R.O.E. Falone. He is the last point of contact. He is our deep cover representative. You can know him. Okay, I'm going to trust you with this. He just goes on to describe, he's like a tan, like almond shaped eyes, black hair, pulled in a ponytail. His nose looks like it's been broken, probably a bunch. It's kind of crooked and off. You got this scar, this, like, got the Owen Wilson nose. There is one call sign that you can use. It is a call and response. Who's the best memory?
I've got a pretty good one.
Mine's great.
And the best memory?
What was the question again?
I'm wanting to know who of you has the best call memory, so I can tell.
Oh,
this
like
to
best
you.
history.
Like who's going to be the most? Who's going to be the most likely to?
None of us
remember?
apparently.
Amazing.
I have a +0, so the history.
Void offered themselves as a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe me or Void. Probably Void.
All right. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
The call is that dirt under your fingernails? And the
No,
answer
it's
is
chocolate.
and the answer
Might be dried
should
blood.
come back. No, I keep my nails clean.
Interesting. That's easy enough.
All right. You said some of you have some ins to the Thieves Guild. That would be best bets to use those. Utilize the connections you have to get close to whom you're looking for, and find out what has happened to these secret keepers. Once I know that, I will be able to know that we can trust you for more information and bigger jobs.
If our leads go
Exciting.
cold, do you have a good place that we might be able to run into Diamo Falone?
He's occasionally been known to hang out in a tavern that is used generally for people of all backgrounds and varieties to go when they are just wanting to kind of relax. All the races feel more comfortable being themselves there.
I know that place.
Ah, good.
Where?
Would it make more sense for it to be in Lower Gakkos or Ramp Row?
Lower Gakkos.
Lower Gakkos, yeah. Do you have a name for it, or?
Oh, I do.
Oh, okay.
Or did you have a name?
No, you go for it.
No, if you came up with one, I will use yours.
No, I think yours is gonna be better.
You don't know. What did you come up with? We'll pick.
Mine was Manticore Spine.
Mine was going to be Ye Old Bears.
Yours is so much better.
The Ye Old Bears Tavern.
Fuck yeah.
It's the Ye Old Bears.
Okay, so you do know it.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Is it still behind the...
It's where it's always been, of course.
Okay, I wasn't sure if they had to move it.
It's a couple streets away from the Blushing Donkey.
This should be
But
fun.
another place he might frequent, if he's not there, would be the Goblin. So he's at one of those two. The Ye Old Bears or the Goblin.
Wonder what happens there.
Oh, the goblin.
Void, what were you saying about Stead?
Hmm.
He recognized me? How do you know?
Trade secret.
Oh,
Void gives a look to Nemea, like, just sort of like glances at Aldym and gives you like a later look.
I have my question.
Of course.
Does Stead have a son?
He did.
Did.
Yes. And in that moment, like a look of realization comes over her face. Is that why you were asking about Victor?
I was working that night, and I heard about what happened.
And what happened?
That there was some sort of monster.
Hmm. Yes, the king, the Stead's son, Rodney, was killed, and
Oh.
yes, Victor was. Anyway, he was very much part of them.
Sorry. That must have been hard.
No skin off my nose, but I'm sure it was difficult for Stead. He loved his son, of course.
Of course, it's always hard to lose family.
It is indeed.
Just look out the window.
So, I can count on you to be discreet. I can count on you to remain undetected. I can count on you to accomplish the task. Yes?
We'll certainly try.
Yeah.
You can leave a note for me at the inn that you were previously staying in when you have accomplished it, or if you need to contact me, and that way you don't have to try to look for me.
That sounds good.
Very good. Is there anything else?
I don't know
Go
if
ahead.
this would be possible. Could I insight check? Because she's now referencing the inn where we stayed at. Do I think that she knows about Void
You
and
can.
the
You
Duke?
can insight check her. Yeah.
Not as good. 19.
Ah. She appears to have kept track of the group as a whole, not so much paying attention to, because you were Void when you met with them, and
Yes.
so you get the idea that maybe they followed you to the inn that night to see, kind of, they kept an eye on you to see where you were staying,
But not necessarily the next morning.
not necessarily the next morning.
Okay.
All right. Well, if there's no further questions for me, I shall depart here.
Okay.
Okay.
All
I
right.
don't make eye contact. I don't even look in her direction again.
Pull over the carriage.
No, she just opens the door and swings out while it's moving.
Jesus Christ.
What a
That was
badass.
impressive.
Void flops over to the other bench.
Little showy.
Pretty sure I could do that.
That's part of kind of why I was extra nervous this morning. Because I had a feeling we were being watched.
She's just as nosy as I am. Place is so big though. How does she keep an eye on everything?
Her secret keepers. She has people she trusts to be her eyes and ears.
Like us?
Theoretically now.
Hmm.
And
Maybe
Nemea, I have a new trick that Ishki taught me that I can look into someone's thoughts. I was doing it to the council during our meeting because Stead was looking at you weird and I didn't like it.
I get a lot of weird looks.
This was different.
I mean, look at me. It's not uncommon for people to stare. Wait, different.
Weird looks from a person with that kind of power is not good. It's never good. Especially when you shouldn't theoretically know who he is, or have any reason for him to suspect you of anything.
I have never met Stead in my life.
That sounds like you might have met his son.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew Rodney.
And did you know the monster?
Yeah.
Do you think there's any way that your description could have been relayed back to Stead to where he would be suspicious?
I don't know.
Who's Victor?
One of Rodney's Lankies.
Guessing he survived?
None of them survived.
And I don't know. I didn't want to probe too deep in case it tipped them off. There's limits to the magic.
There's limits to my patience and tolerance as well, apparently.
Huh?
I wasn't lying when I said I was working. I told you all this back in Valentor. They felt entitled to my attention, and I wouldn't give it to them, so...
This is the same group.
They felt entitled to it, and they ambushed Corey and I.
So when you say no one survived, that means Corey didn't either.
I don't know what happened to Corey.
Can I insight?
Yeah.
23.
And remember, disadvantage.
Yeah, it was a 14 on.
Roll those 2 natural 20s.
It still wouldn't have helped. Yeah, no, I'm not lying. I don't know what happened to Corey. He told me to get my shit together. And I fled with a ripped wing. Which is how I fell out of the sky.
Is he the same guy that didn't care and then cared?
Oh, you drew that conclusion. Yeah.
I didn't draw it. There was a gap, and hence the question. You said you weren't boyfriend, though. Or boyfriend and girlfriend. When Edie asked.
They weren't.
What were you?
Convenient to each other. He needed a place to stay, so I let him hide in my room, and he helped me make friends. Not that I really let them be friends at the time, but...
Baby! There's a baby!
I don't know, I let my walls down. I let my guard down, and people died.
I'm sorry.
It happened. Just gonna look out the window again.
At this point, the cart rambles on, pulling through the Temple District, stopping kind of in the center of the Temple District, which is where all the carriages seem to stop for like the taxi services. And as you guys step out in the middle of the Temple District, it's now about 5:30 in the evening. We're going to go ahead and end our session there today. But we will pick up next week.
5 more minutes.
Very damn Raiders.
We're going to pick up in the Temple District next week. So be sure to come back, see what's going to happen, and see where we go next. We love you all so much. Make sure you love yourselves as much as we love you, because we love you mucho big.
So big.
So big.
So big.
So much.
We love you as much as Edie loves sweets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And secrets.
And secrets. Take care of yourself. Love each other.
Tell Faye your secrets.
And until next week, are you ready?
She owes you a
for
secret.
more tales?
Bye, everybody. Stick around for the
Bye.
raid.
Yeah, we're gonna raid.
Yes.